Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Now, we've made our little cork hat, as you can see, and I've put a few more of the little corks on the end of this particular one. I can see my tie-off band has just escaped, so I'm going to fix that again. There we go, tuck him under there. So, well, with the cork hat, who wears it? An Aussie. So I thought, what better Aussie to put a cork hat on than Steve Irwin. So here we have Steve and the hat. Now the hat does fit. You have to basically take the straps, stuff his face in like that, and the way to get the straps to stay in place is taking this bit. Now I did not cut this bit, I left that bit sort of looped. Stuff the hook through the back of him, grab your band and pull it through to the back side, which is here, and pull that tight, and basically you can leave it like that and he will be wearing his hat. But we've done the tutorial on the hat, now we need to make Steve, so let's get on with that. We're going to need a couple of colours: skin tone, white for his socks, brown, and I'm using, this is actually a sort of khaki colour that I found. It's a crazy loom. I found it at Toys R Us. There was only one packet of it, so whatever kind of green you want for that. We're going to start by doing the hair on the back of his head. Our loom is in the offset configuration, so columns 1 and 3 are slightly lower than column 2, the middle one. We are, let's get this centered so you can see what on earth I'm doing. We are going to have the open part of the peg facing towards us, or the red arrow facing towards us, and we're double banding, which means you take 2 bands and you place them on the peg together as if they were one. So let's lay the hair down. Let's take a single and stretch it across these 3 pegs to make a crossover, and another one up here. Now we're going to put a skin tone band on this peg here. So take a single, wrap it once and twice and slide that on like that. Dig down past that skin tone and find the 2 brown bands and loop up. We're going to go from one side and then the other side and up the middle. Now we're only going to go one more up for each of them, like that. Push these all down, okay? That's really important to push those down. Okay, after that we're going to lay the bands for the face. Now for the face I'm going to be using 7mm by 4mm mini pony beads for his eyes. If you don't have those, you can use bands, that's not a problem. Alright, double banding for his face. Big hello from this pom to all my Aussie mates. I miss you guys, miss Australia. I was a Perth girl. I lived in a place called Dianella. Take a single band, stretch it across. So north of the river. Now for the eyes, take a single band, twist it once, twice and 3 times and place across. We're going to take another skin tone, place our beads on and slide these on. Now if you're using bands instead of beads, you take a single band and you twist it around your hook 4 times. One band equals one eye, okay? And so you do 2, and then you slide them onto your skin tone band and you lift this part of the band up over the top of this peg so that it works as a crossover band. Alright. We have our chest area, and then we go to the green. So, oh, before we do that, I'm telling you fibs. The most important part, I nearly forgot. Take those off. Here, we have 2 bands for the neck, and then we have this end cap. Grab the end cap and pull it up and over. That is so important. I always forget to do it, and it's one of the most important steps. Now we can place our 2 bands for the chest area and 2 bands for the shoulders. Let's move down the loom. Still double banding. Okay, so at this stage we have got the groin, and let me find some skin tone bands. I'm going to do his legs. So we have 1. Actually, I'm going to come down 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. His trousers are going to be 2, or shorts. 2, and then we've got a pair of skin tone and another pair of skin tone, and we will add his feet as little extensions really. Now from here, this is the groin area. We're going to take 2 and go from the center to the right, and from the center to the left. We're going to take a single and wrap it around your hook twice and place that as an end cap here. Now we're going to put our crossover bands on, which is a single band stretched across the 3 pegs, another one, another one, and another one. For his arms, I'm going to take a single skin tone, wrap it once and twice, and we're going to slide on to 3 pair of skin tone. So that's our first pair, our second pair, and our third pair, and then we go to the green because we want him to have sleeves. So 1 and 2. Pop that on his shoulder. Let's do the same for the other side. A single, wrap it once and twice, 3 pair of skin tone, 1, 2, 3, 2 pair of green, 1 and 2. Let's pop those here on his shoulder. Now we need to do his belt, so we're going to take 2 bands. We're going to take let's take this one off here. 2 bands, brown, do a figure 8 on your hook, and place right there. We'll do the same again. Do a figure 8, or twist it once and pop right there. Now the other one we're going to put here. And that will just go there. I'll leave that here because we want to make sure we don't forget. Now for his shoes, take a pair of brown, put them on your hook. Let's move me over. Wrap once and twice. Take a pair of brown and slide on. Now if you don't like reclaiming the end and this, that and the other, leave it like this. Take another pair, wrap once and twice, and now reclaim your end so it's in the middle. It's up to you, it's whichever's easiest. Slide those on to your hook, reclaim the end, and then we're grabbing a pair of white for his socks and pop that on the end of his leg here. Let's do the same the other side. Pair of brown, wrap once and twice. We're sliding onto a pair of brown. Don't reclaim the end yet. Take a pair of brown, wrap once and twice, and now reclaim the end. Take a pair of brown and we'll slide these over. Reclaim the end, get a pair of white for his socks, slide over, angle the foot, and we will pop that this side like that. Okay, let's start with our looping up. You're going to dig down and grab the 2 skin tone bands. All the way up to here. Now we're digging down past the end cap and grabbing the 2 top green bands and looping to the side. The next 2 top, loop them to their side, and then we loop up. Now I have a feeling I have just done my arch problem where I've looped these as in doing a skirt. I actually like these to go under those so that the continuity of the pants continues, don't I? I normally do it the other way around. So let's fix that. There we go. That's better. OCD in me. Loop up and loop up. Loop up and loop up. And we loop this one up. Now let's pull our belt down. You've got 2 sides here. You're going to push your hook up the middle, grab the brown bands and drag them to the back side of that peg and pull forward. If you didn't get all of them, go back and get the straggler. Twist it around just so that you're evening it out. Do the same this side. Your hook down, bring it around and pull forward. And again, I can see I left one bit there. There we go. Twist it around. And the last one, grab the brown bands, move your hook to the back and bring forward. Now we need to put our crossover band on that we had forgotten about. Well, we didn't forget about, we took it off so that we could do that. Dig down. You're taking the top 2 loops off and placing your band and then replacing those 2 loops. There's nothing to replace here because it's empty, but you are going to do the same here. Take the top 2 loops, take off, place the crossover and put those loops back. And now we can continue looping our figure. push this down. There we go, there's room now. Digging down, finding those 2 skin tone bands. Now we're looking for the 2 top skin tone bands. And the next 2. We're finding the 2 skin tone to loop up the centre, then we're doing the sides. The hair. And the hair. Grab 2 round bands, we're doing the tie off, pop your hook down and out through the side, and we're going to drag these back up and through like that, take off and pull tight. Let's take Steve off the loom. Okay, so he's got his short pants, pull his arms out and down, move our loom out the way. Now a couple of things, he always had his shirt sleeves rolled up, so I'm going to take 2 of the green bands for each arm. I'm going to place one set here and roll it up like that, and the same on the other side. And roll it up so it looks like he's got his sleeves rolled up. He always had his socks rolled down, so let's do the same for his feet. Pop 2 white bands and give it a twist and stretch it out over the foot again so that you've got a sock cuff. Do the same again for the other side. So there's his socks, his arms, his belt. We're going to tie off his hair. Put your hook through the back of his head here, up to the top. Grab those 2 tie-off bands and pull them back through the back of his head, and then move your hook through the back here where his scalp and his hair meet, and you can just tuck these back here and hide them like that. Nobody will ever know they're there. And there we have Steve with his big old cork hat. I hope you enjoy making. Take care. Bye bye.